Okay, so now I'm in the Alfalfa classroom, and I want to show you a bit about the changes of what we're going to wind up doing in here. So as you can see, I think since I started this video with it looking at me, I'm gonna have to really just turn around. So let's see, there is one door right here that's a solid door. And then right next to it is the half door. And right next to it is an unusable door space. This unusable door space will go away. That will be drywalled, and that will have just a wall space in there. In this area, I haven't decided yet, but I might use the new walled area in here for us kind of putting together a diaper changer on the wall and the portable sink. One of the portable sinks will come on this side of the classroom, but I'm really kind of looking more in this corner to be doing that. So this cabinet would come down. There would be diaper changer, the storage up above. We'll have the wall diaper changers like we already have will be put underneath this one, and the portable sink will be next to it. So then there's water accessible on this side of the classroom. So this side of the classroom will go all the way to, I believe it is about the 1 full square and that quarter. This will have, that will have, see if you can see me, that will be one side of it. And then if you look behind, if you look directly across, which is right here on this wall, that will then put the shelves that we'll have go directly across that. So there will be carpeting all on this area, and over where the diaper changing area will be, I will be getting laminate, kind of the same thing as the carpet squares, except laminate squares that we'll be replacing there, so that we're able to have where the water is that the kids will be washing their hands at. They will be able to have some floor that in case water gets on it won't be carpet. Let's see. Okay, so in this section, we are going to continue the carpet squares over this hard floor, because from this door here, about right here in the wall, we will have shelves, and I'm going to show you what kind of shelving that would be. And that will be these shelves. And these shelves are actually made to fit the tri-fold 2-inch thick nap mats. And those nap mats, one of the shelves will be facing into that side of the room, and the other shelf will be facing into this side of the room. That will provide the nap mat storage right here in the classroom, so we can pull those out and it's easily accessible. The cubby units for these classrooms will be placed in here in the same spaces that I have the nap mat storage shelves in that section. So that will be they're the same cubby units that we have out for our 3K and 4K. So they're all the Amish built solid ones. Those will be moved there so that we have enough space for our 16 in here. There will be so the Clovers will move into this classroom because they don't need to have a bathroom, so it makes perfect sense. I don't know why we never thought of this before. So the Clovers will be moving into this classroom, and then it'll be considered Clovers 1 and Clovers 2. It will be divided when we decide to open up that second classroom. Once we have the right staffing in place, we're probably going to utilize some staff on site here. So that's another thing. If you're interested in moving, if you're interested in being in a younger classroom, that would be that 18 to 24 months. That's what we're hiring for. And so I would really like to know if that's something that you would want to move into so that I make the right hires. So then we will have where this hard floor all is, will be the carpet squares that we will wind up continuing all the way until this space here. And I might leave a little, I haven't decided yet, maybe I'll leave a little bit of space in here as to where I wind up putting the diaper changer. I'm not certain. So the other portable sink will come over on this side, but this whole, this and these gates, all of these are going to come out. And the exciting part of what's going to happen is, so these portable sinks are going to be moved, one on the other side and one back. And this long shelving unit, this long cabinet, will slide all the way down to this window. So that cabinet, that area right here, will be now over in this section. And just to get a good visual of that, it's about this length of these, of the portable sinks, where the portable sinks end, down. So that will be where the counter is here. And it will be on this side of what the classroom is. So the space here all opens up. So these tables reduce down to the height of toddlers. And so they're adjustable. We'll have 2 of these, and the long tables, and those will fit the 8. So they will actually go on each side of the glass entry door. And they will come out to about the end of where the glass is. And the children will be sitting here, two tables of 8. So what this is going to turn into, from about this space right here over to the glass doors, will be a common area space that is for messy play and for eating lunch between both of our 18 to 24-month-old groups. So that allows during our lunchtime, where our max group sizes don't matter, and our nap time, we'll be able to be more efficient in the way that we are able to break this classroom. And then I don't want people walking through for traffic patterns. So that's why we have the outside doors, to where they will come through. If you are in the far classroom, you will come through the hall and you will enter for your lunch and messy play in this area. We will be using shelving that will close off the majority of this space, with just being able to have a walkway through for when it's opened into lunch, that you're able to have a counter that you're able to put your lunch on. But this whole space that is here, all the way opened up into here, will now become a usable space as part of this classroom. So we will put up some different equipment in this area that makes sense for the tiled floor area. We probably will be doing, I have to kind of look at what I want to do. I might be doing the diaper changer and the portable sink over in this area still. I just need to play with it a little bit. And then maybe the counter will go over, will be a part that will close off or something with that. We'll have to look as to how I want to configure that. And that actually may be something that I'm going to do. I may take this counter and turn it so it's facing into the kitchen area to be able to serve children. Because if I turn that in the middle and use that as my shelf area, then it opens up this space over here for me to have a diaper changer mounted to the wall. We'll take down cabinets, but mounted to the wall right next to the sink in order to be able to do that. This area here is where they'll come in and out from your playground, and they'll also be able to do something that is more messy. So we'll probably have some tables up here for messy play. We'll just kind of look and see how that works. If it's something that we don't want to have hard surface on this portion of where that classroom's going to be, then I'll continue the carpet squares from here all the way through this half up until where the diaper changing and sinks go. That's probably going to be a better idea. It's probably what I'll wind up doing, because then it will make it a cohesive flow that you can see your whole classroom from being in this classroom. So if you were standing in this classroom and looking out here, all you can see is that space. So now, and you can't see that little L-shaped. So we don't need that L-shaped, because this classroom is actually, the space letter says that 19 children can fit in here. So carving out this space for like the community eating area, that space alone will take up for those 3 extra children. And then these 2 spaces will give us the 8 that we need in each spaces. So I hope that this makes sense. One of the nice things about this is that we also will not have those cots that are being stored in by our library. by Miss Ariel so that it'll look nicer and look cleaner. And we can wind up putting more of the carts in there that we wind up having in the office areas. What else? I don't know. So I hope that I explain this in a fashion that maybe you can understand what I'm talking about. But if not, obviously I'm going to be here for questions. You can feel free to text me after you've watched this. You can email me. I will wind up giving you a little bit more clarification on how these changes in these classrooms will happen. So, all right, guys, it's big changes. It's phenomenal changes, and it is going to really address a lot of the problems that we've had with basically starting our center the way that we did, and then adding on the seedlings room when we didn't have the school agers anymore. And it will really give us a good public service of being able to do another additional 8 spots, because that being a feeder program into our 3K and 4K will generate additional revenue for us that we know that we're missing out on. That is going to generate that additional revenue that is going to help us not have to raise the tuition on families, as well as being that feeder program to keep our 3K and 4K viable and growing strong. So it took a lot of thought. I hope that I communicated it well. So let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you later.